Middlesex opened up their Friends Life T20 campaign with an Adam Rossington-inspired victory by 4 wickets with only 2 balls remaining in a nerve-wracking rain-affected match at the Spitfire Ground, St Lawrence in Canterbury. Neil Dexter inserted on a damp night after winning the toss, only for Kent to make a bright start through Rob Key and Sam Northeast, who put on 29 in the first 4 overs. Kyle Mills opened up the Panthers' attack for the first time, and his first couple of overs went for 18 runs, but he also ended his second one by having Key caught behind by Rossington. The first break for rain soon arrived, which meant that the contest was reduced to a 15-over per side one. That meant Kent could now throw the bat, something that Sam Billings did to very good effect. Straight after the restart, he struck Ollie Rayner for successive boundaries as Kent moved on to 61 for 1 after 8. Billings had made a speedy 26 when Rayner exacted his revenge, the batsman holing out to Josh Davey to go at 65 for 2. Northeast was out in the next over, the 10th, Rossington with some more good work to take the edge, standing up to Dexter. The young wicketkeeper then showed some quick thinking and some underarm skills to stump Alex Blake for a single, a wicket which left the Spitfires on 75 for 4 in the 11th over. The key man looked as if it would be Darren Stevens, a player in scintillating big-hitting form of late in all competitions. He thumped Davey for a couple of 4s at the end of the 11th over. And then he took on Gareth Berg in the 13th. This 6 was followed by another 4 and a 2 to take Stevens to 26 off his first 9 deliveries. But his 10th was his last as he swung a ball from Berg, which followed him out to Mills. It was an important wicket, as Stevens is currently one of the most destructive batsmen on the circuit. Not that Kent struggled with him gone at the end of their innings, as both Ben Harmison and new signing Vernon Philander put bat to ball to good effect, as they smashed 26 runs off the final 14 balls to take their side to a respectable 129 for 5 from their 15 overs. Duckworth and Lewis then deciding that left the Panthers a target of 132 off their 15. And their reply could not have started much worse. Philander began with a wicket maiden, the wicket being the one of the dangerous Paul Stirling, who was bowled 4th ball. The South African then struck again in his next over to have Joe Denley caught behind, only for another shower to then reduce the game again to a 12-over per side contest. David Malan came back out and immediately ruined Philander's terrific figures, at little, by clipping him over mid-wicket for a much-needed maximum. The target had now been reduced to 111 from 12 overs, and so Kent were soon big favourites when Philander struck twice more in his 3rd over. Malan this time sliced a 3rd man, while Middlesex debutant Adam Voges followed 2 balls later as he chipped to mid-off to give Philander figures of 4 for 8 from his allotted 3 overs. He had put his new side well on top, with Middlesex on 27 for 4 after 5 overs, but with him now out of the attack, Rossington and Dexter were able to keep their side interested. Of all people, it was an over from England's James Treadwell that turned the game a little. The second ball went for 4 byes, while the 3rd and 4th were both hit over the ropes by Dexter. The 16 runs off the over took the Panthers' total to 51 for 4 and left them 60 more to get from the final 5 overs. Stevens then had Dexter caught behind off a skyer for 13, and again it looked as if there was only going to be one winner of this game. Crucially, the batsman crossed, and Rossington then took 10 runs off the next 2 balls, including this pickup shot for 6, and then there were another 4 byes, meaning that, in spite of the wicket, a crucial 19 runs had come off the over. So now 41 were wanted off the last 4, and when only 5 came off the 9th, which also included this wicket of Berg, who holed out to long on off Treadwell, Kent seemed to have 1 foot over the winning line. A massive over was now required by the visitors, and the rampant Rossington supplied it. 2 more maximums were hit, this one by Rossington and another from Davey, and that brought the target down to 19 off the last 2 overs, which was then reduced to 11 off the last one. Davey took a single off the first ball, leaving it to Rossington to sweep Matt Coles to the boundary, now leaving Middlesex 6 to get off 4 balls. A dot delivery followed as the tension increased, only for that to be burst once and for all as Rossington nonchalantly turned a wide offside full toss over the square leg boundary. From 20 balls, Rossington had hit 3 4s and 3 6s to end on a match-winning 41, Davey making 13 at the other end off 8. So it was some start to the competition, with Middlesex turning a defeat into a wonderful victory by 4 wickets with just 2 balls to spare, a result which will fill their side with confidence. They now head to Lords for a game with Sussex on Sunday, while Kent have to go again at home to Surrey on the same day.